You're listening to the Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment. Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
Behind the eight ball. All my life, that's where
Behind the Eight Ball. October 2nd. Hola, muchachos, my friends. And we got another great episode here at Ochoman Behind the Eight Ball. We don't have Nick today. He had prior engagements, so he couldn't break them. So God bless Nick. We'll have him on next week. But we do have Armand, and we have our producer, Chris.
Stalwarts.
Welcome.
Hey, can we have a great show without Nick?
I
think we can have an above average
I think
show.
we could.
At least above average.
Yeah.
I think we could. I think we can top mediocre, but boy, without Nick, it's going to be tough.
But you know what Nick did?
Uphill road.
Send me a little text message.
Oh, really? Something to discuss for us?
Yeah, just to start it off. He said it is sports related, and I said, "Wow, let's hear it." And
Sports related from Nick?
Yeah, check this
my
out.
God.
Well, it kind of meets his
His
category
criteria.
and sports
so
as well.
We're crossing multiple subjects here
And
Going
subject
to a new
matter.
dimension.
Check this out,
We're
guys.
dimension hopping.
Yeah, Back to the Future 3.
Okay. I didn't see it, but all right.
Back to the Future 3.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about the Cubs winning the World Series
Oh, yeah, that's
in
right.
2015.
I do remember that.
And that is a little weird because this is probably their best team they put on paper.
Without a doubt.
I wonder what Vegas odds are on them winning the World Series. It's got to be 200 to 1. Well, now probably 100 to 1.
Oh, get out of here. 100 to 1. I'm thinking 10 to 15 to 1 right now. Are you kidding me?
Well,
They got a lineup
Right
that's
now?
unbelievable. Right now, they
have to
probably
play
are.
their way in, and they have to play in Pittsburgh, although they'll probably win that game because they can put their ace out there.
What is it, Chris?
12 to 1.
12 to 1.
12 to 1.
I wonder what was it.
12 to 1.
Well, I mean, in other words, what was it at the beginning of the season?
It wasn't no 100 to 1 either. I think.
Listen, I swear to God, you know, my cousin and I, Sergio, went to Vegas in 2011. I swear I remember this because it's that vivid. You know what happened.
Right, go ahead.
We were in what is that? Binion's.
Okay.
And I saw it was like
Great place,
September.
yeah.
It was old time.
Yeah, I like
you
that.
know, a lot
old
of
school down
cigars,
there, yeah.
a lot of old ugly waitresses. Beautiful,
Yeah.
old time Vegas. People in dumpsters.
Old school.
you know.
See, old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muggy, here at Binion, see?
Where's your God now? See? Yeah. So we went inside. Anyway, I looked. I just happened to look at the sports book, and it was about like September 5th, and the Cardinals had just lost like 3 or 4 games, or they were several games out. And it was, I swear, it was like 300 to 1 or something on them winning the World Series because they were like 7 games out or whatever. They were way out.
300 to 1.
Yeah, I looked at Sergio and I said, you know, what the hell? I put $10 on it. I went 3, big deal. Who cares?
Right.
And we didn't do it. We left, whatever. We got a steak or something. We left and everything.
Did he talk you out of it?
No, he didn't talk to me. He just said, we were in a hurry, you know, and I just, the hell, I don't want to go all the sports book. And that was remember? They came back. They had a
Son
great,
of a
they
bitch,
won the World
Armand.
Series.
You
Like
gotta be
300 to
kidding.
1 on September 1st or something.
What would that have been? Like 3,000?
$3,000.
Oh, my God.
And something I could have talked. Well, I've talked about it. It's almost as much fun to talk about missing it as.
I ran into, what's his name, that offensive lineman for the Rams. Now he's a Hall of Famer, I think. Pace?
Orlando Pace.
Orlando
Yeah,
Pace.
Sure.
He's a big man.
Orlando Pace.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
ran
him.
I ran into him in Vegas. I
You
think
probably
it was
bounced off him.
MGM.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, man, I just...
You knew him?
No, I just seen him. I recognized
Really?
him. And I walked up to him. I
Okay.
go, I just put $50 on you guys winning the Super Bowl.
What was he doing in Vegas? Did you say?
I don't know what he was doing.
This
out
is
there.
during the season?
No, this was before the season.
He was betting on the Rams.
Oh.
He was with his gal and so forth. And the guy just laughed and he said, "Good luck, man. We're gonna come after him."
What'd you put on it?
I put $50.
At what
on.
odds?
It was like 180 or 200 to 1 or
that's
something
about
like
right.
that. And that year they didn't do it. The following year they
that's
fucking
right. I was
did
in
it.
Vegas the
It
year
was
they won it, yeah.
unbelievable,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Well, did you hear about that guy? I remember this is back in like the early 90s or whatever. Who was that? The coach of Northwestern. They hadn't won in 40 years or something.
Oh, was
It was-
that like
It
the
was like 10,000 to 1.
and Vegas tried to make a deal with him?
Correct. He
and
didn't do it.
And he didn't do it.
He
didn't
put
buy into it.
$50, I think, to win, or
Listen to
500 or
this one,
something.
Chris.
He would have won $500,000.
$500,000, and Vegas said we'll settle up
Right,
with you
they were
for
gonna
like
they're gonna hedge.
100,000 or
So
something.
they give $250 or something for the
$250.
ticket. The ticket's worth $250.
And he said, "No, I'm going for it."
Yeah,
And
because
he
every year
and
he
they lost.
Yeah, he was a graduate of Northwestern, and every year he put $50 on them to win the Rose Bowl. And of course, in 50 years they had done shit.
No.
And this year they were like 10,000 to 1, and they had a great year. Who was that coach? That guy? He went to Colorado, and
God, what was his
he was supposed to be a real jerk, but he was a good coach.
And he coached Colorado too.
I think he went to Colorado afterwards. Yeah.
Oh my God, what was his name?
Anyway, they went to the Rose Bowl and they lost. They wanted, because that ticket instantly is worth $250,000 because you just bet $250 on the other team.
I would have taken it. Fuck that loyalty
course.
bullshit.
Crazy?
I was said thank you for getting me this far, and whatever happens. 250
Sure. Right.
grand,
I would have
man.
bought a tricycle for every player.
And then he loses, and you
He
hear,
was out.
and then
Nothing.
you hear, what happened to your team now?
Yeah,
see?
what happened to that team now, Muggy?
Oh, what happened to Northwestern now? Where's your Messiah now?
Should have built a golden calf, see? All right.
Have a red heifer.
250,000 wasn't good enough for you, huh?
Yeah, have a red heifer, Shane.
Look at you now. You got nothing.
Rocco wants more. Yeah, I want more. Yeah. Will you ever get enough?
Greedy
I haven't
pig.
before.
You greedy pig.
Never
you.
have.
Oh, man.
That was a great. That movie is Key Largo, and
Oh,
in the
yeah.
30s, Edward G. Robinson was a big star at Warner Brothers. So Humphrey Bogart was like just a cheap thug. So in all these movies, like Bullets or Ballots, a couple other ones, Humphrey Bogart always gets shot, and Edward G. Robinson. Well, by 1948, when they made Key Largo.
Then Humphrey Bogart
And
the
Bacall,
big guy.
and all,
yeah.
right? He's and Edward G. Robinson, and I think it's his greatest role. Really, he was Rocco. Remember? And Claire Trevor, who won the Academy Award for that movie, was his ma. That's my ma. So she's a drunk, see, and she's a down and out cabaret singer, and he goes, nah, she wants a drink. She goes, all right, I'll make you a deal. Sing for us, and we'll give you a drink. So she's horrible. She sings, and she's terrible. And she goes, give me my drink. He goes, no. I sang for you. She goes, yeah, but you were rotten. That's great.
Everything
great.
that guy does,
that's great.
everything that guy
Great.
did, it sounds perfect for our time right now.
Well, that's why he never won the Academy Award. He was so good in everything that he never really had a, like superlative.
Back this up. He did not win one Academy.
No, never.
Award.
I don't even think he was nominated.
Holy shit.
Yeah, never nominated. Because he was always just really good, and everybody just took it for granted that he's a great actor.
Oh, man.
And he never got nominated.
Well, I tell you what, I'm feeling good today, guys.
I'm feeling really good. The weather is great.
I love this weather.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Love
my
It's
all-time
50
favorite.
degrees out there.
But here's why I feel really good. My
Your stomach's better, I hope.
Well,
Are you shitting well?
I am starting to let it out, yes. But
You're
the
starting
problem,
to admit?
the problem with me right now is I sometimes still get these aches and so forth around the ab section. But I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I think the time will heal that. But our GM Coop.
Coop?
Yeah.
Coop.
Hey, listen, I think it's a little informal. Mr.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Well, he kind of got me on this thing with you got to check it out. It's this guy named Win Hoff.
Is that one word?
His first name is Win,
Oh.
and the last name is Hoff. This
okay.
guy climbed Mount Everest with shorts on.
Oh, yes.
No shoes, nothing. I mean, this guy they put in an ice container in like Scandinavian country. I seen this on HBO.
There's no ice. It's
No, I mean
global warming.
they just threw. Shut up for a fucking second. Screw you in the polar bear. But I'm just saying they threw ice in this container,
Yes.
and this guy just
And they
stood
submerged
there.
him.
Yeah, and he's
All right.
and he stood there standing in this ice with nothing on but shorts, and the guy stood in there for like a whole day, 2 days, or 3 days, something like that.
Huh.
And they kept checking his fucking
Like
nervous
hypothermia, yeah, you would think.
and it was still normal. So in any case, Coop got into this. And
Well, how did he get
Well,
hooked up with
he
him?
ran into it. He ran into it.
I
and
can't see
they-
Coop dunking himself in a bucket of water.
No,
I don't think they met
it's-
in the ice.
It's not about
Probably
that,
a casino somewhere. Right? Yeah.
No, the guy.
Sorry, Coop.
The guy's all about nature. Okay, he takes care of himself.
Okay.
So he introduced me to it. He bought the video and all this for me, and
Yeah.
I got into it. And I tell you
Got
what,
into what?
I'm going to tell you if you don't fucking shut up for a second.
Well, I hear
So-
the ice, and I heard, let's get to the point.
This guy is all about finding inner peace, and so much that your
Doing this
body
show,
can
I don't
do.
think you're ever going to find inner peace.
I
buddy.
know that. I know, and it always
You're
gets up
crazy.
whenever
Yes.
you're on it with me.
Yes, I'm trying to distort.
But
Your
listen
inner
to
peace
this.
is getting.
Listen to this. Listen.
Yes.
God damn it! I'm
Your
trying to
inner peace, I'm
inform you
mauling.
one fucking time.
All right, I'll eat my blueberry muffin. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
eat your blueberry muffin. So he's got this program right now. I'm on the first week where you kind of like. I want my listeners to do this too. This is great.
Not the listeners we don't like.
Yeah, well, everyone
them.
that listens is good enough for me. So you take in like deep breath, 30. Yeah,
You inspire.
you take this breath in, and then when you're breathing out like this, listen to this. You go.
No, it's pulse breathing.
So
Pulse
you're,
breathing.
you're not letting it all out. You're
Right.
holding most of it in, but you're just letting it out.
Now,
too.
do you put your tongue on the top of your palate? You're supposed to do that.
No, the guy didn't say that, and I'm listening to
Well,
him.
you-
I'm not
well,
listening
do
to
that.
you. So Wynn says do this like 30 times, and on the 31st time, take a deep breath and hold it. I held this, Armand. I shit you not. Chris, Armand, I did this the first time. I did this for 1 minute 45 seconds. I held my breath, and it was unbelievable.
No
because
kidding.
I could not ever hold my breath for over like 50 seconds
yeah.
without my mind getting ready to blow up. And then today I did it again. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I did not fucking breathe in air, and it was getting creepy, and I let it out.
That is creepy.
And then when I let the air out, try to get air in, I wasn't like flabbergasted or anything like that. I mean, it just I was breathing
I'm not
normal
sure that's
again.
the right word. You weren't lightheaded. You weren't.
Well,
yes,
I
you
wasn't
weren't.
like pounding in the head or
You had
anything.
no lassitude or hebitude.
I had
Hey, watch
everything
it.
went perfect. And for my listeners out there, I really strongly.
Yeah, but what's that got to do? All right, so you can hold your breath longer. You're intimating
well,
that this is
okay.
good for overall health.
Well, this is what I was getting to as well.
Yes.
When you're holding your breath in, when wherever you have a pain in you, Wynn advises us to go to that pain, send blood to that
Yes.
pain.
That's
aches
an
and so
Eastern
forth.
philosophy. Yes, I've read that before.
And I tell you, and I shit you not.
Well, are you
I was
sending the
having-
blood there or the oxygen there? I've always read you're breathing the oxygen to the place that hurts.
I think it's sending the blood
well,
over there
I
to
mean,
help
but
out.
technically, if you're sending blood there, you're sending oxygen there.
Blood,
because
well,
obviously they-
yeah. Well, you know better than I do what Wynn's
Hemoglo-
talking about.
hemoglobin, erythrocytes,
But in any case,
etc.
I did this today, and I was having ab pain still, a little bit of ab pains, and I did this on the way to work. And I tell you what, guys, it really does work. I'll give you guys week number 2 on what's going
We
on.
ought to do a show of you just holding your breath. You think you can do it for an hour?
For an hour?
Well, we got
No,
an
I
hour,
don't-
Chris.
I don't think I
Turn on
got.
the
What
clock.
the fuck? You think I'm a porpoise or something?
A porpoise can't do that. That porpoise is a mammal. They have to breathe.
Great.
No, whatever. Porpoise, whatever sea animal.
A sea anemone.
Yeah, we'll get an animal out of it as
No,
well.
you're more like a seahorse. You carry the.
I am a
the-
seahorse.
You carry the eggs around. I love that animal. Any animal where the male carries the eggs around.
Bullshit. How do they know it's a male? How do they know
It's got a
that's
dick.
How do they know it's
It's
a dick?
because it's the one that spreads the sperm. That's why. But it actually carries
What if the
it carries
female
the
has
eggs.
that look to it?
It carries the eggs while the eggs are being.
Okay, then that's a female.
No, it isn't.
How do they know? Because it's some little
The
thing.
sperm
sticking
comes out of the male,
Oh,
but
get
it
out of
also holds the eggs.
I don't know how you even see sperm coming out of that little
Hey,
thing.
did you see there are seahorses on Mars?
Shut up.
No, there's water on Mars.
Oh, water.
Yeah, there is
Well,
water.
where there's
I-
water,
I-
there's seahorses. You know, I have a theory
good
about
argument.
that. I have a theory about that too.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
All right. Okay, they say it's something seasonal. They've never seen it before. That may have something to do with global warming, and I'm not kidding. The sun is a variable star. It is getting warmer, more active, etc., and it's melted some of the ice on Mars. Makes sense.
So you're buying into that?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's man-made. It has nothing to do with man-made or emissions of CO2.
Oh, I got you.
It's because the sun's getting warmer,
Okay. Well,
which is why we're getting warmer.
Well, you know what? I'm
all.
starting to see the light from you too. So,
Attaboy.
you
Yeah,
know,
all right.
I'm.
Yeah, keep holding your breath, and maybe you'll learn something.
Well, yeah, you're asking the wrong man here because Wynn is probably all about global warming and so forth because he's all about
Well.
nature.
Well, that's
So-
great. I mean, I'm all about nature too. I have nothing against nature. I'm just saying that's a bunch of crap.
Well, all right. What is crap, though? I'll
Yes,
tell you
let's
this.
hear what real crap is.
I can't believe those people got killed yesterday, man.
What do you mean can't believe? It happens all the time.
What a nightmare, though. Jeez.
Yeah, but man, I tell you,
You know what you have to do?
No,
first of all, you have to teach people self-defense. That has to be, I think they
what
do.
What do you mean by that? More guns?
No, not more gun. I mean self-defense, hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, come on. How you
Well,
gonna
I'm telling
teach
you, you gotta learn how to
everybody hand-to-hand combat.
Why not? You have classes on every other stupid thing in the world.
Well, Armand, how difficult is it when a guy walks in? What are you gonna do? Wait, let me put on my black belt and I'm gonna attack you. I mean,
Yeah, you do.
The guy comes in
Listen,
with a
if a
gun,
guy,
starts
all
blowing
right, if a guy
people
came
away.
into your house and was going to kill your wife and kids, you would try to take him down, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just stand
Of
there.
course.
Well,
no, what the fuck? Don't
okay.
say they stood there. I mean,
I don't know what they did. They
you're a
probably
complete
ran.
shot.
They panicked. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, you teach them not to panic.
You teach him not to panic. How do you teach someone not to panic when you're sitting in the class and all of a sudden a guy...
You have drills. You do things. Shoot her in the building, like those old tornado warnings.
Well,
and you have things you do.
I don't know, man. That's...
Chris, does that make sense to you?
I get what you're saying.
Why not have little, and why do they pick
It's
colleges?
better than not doing anything
right.
at all.
And running and
Colleges,
hiding.
Schools, shit like this.
Right, because there's no guns there, obviously.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
campus is completely, quote, gun-free.
Right.
They know that. You think they're going to go to a police station and start shooting things up?
No, I get that, but
Well, that's why.
I just don't think that you could act like Wonder Woman and deflect all these bullets coming at you with
I think
your
you're better off
bracelet.
trying. I think you're better off trying.
Well, of course you're better off trying. I don't think the guy said, let's line them up like ISIS and take them all down. And well, we're
No,
not
but
gonna
people
do anything.
panicked and they ran and hid, and that's you're
what-
sitting
that's
duck.
what I would do the same. I would run and hide. Or,
Not if you were trained, I think. You can be trained to do different things.
I don't know how you could deflect bullets coming at you. That's all I'm saying.
A gun is a weapon. I've studied self-defense. Believe me, you have to fight the
Well, in any
person,
case,
not the weapon.
any case, God forbid we.
Well,
if someone
I'm
walks
sick
in
of this
here
God
right now-
forbid stuff. Yeah. You send your
someone-
kids to school, and God forbid something happens, but they have no recourse. It's like lightning hitting them.
Right.
Well,
What do
be
you- what
prepared.
do you want my 5-year-old kid to do?
I want the teacher to know what to do. I want the security people to know what to do.
I don't know. I think you're. I would like that, but
No, I don't think a 5-year-old kid can do, but I think high school and college kids can do something.
What can they do?
Listen, I'll guarantee you, if that guy went over to the gym and attacked the wrestling team, he wouldn't have killed 9 people.
No,
you know
okay.
damn well. Or the football. They don't go to the gym and kill people. They go to the physics lab.
Well, wait a minute. He could have easily killed 9 fucking wrestlers.
All
too.
bullshit.
What? They're gonna
Get out of here. There was
Get
a
outta
story.
here.
I
They're
remember.
gonna
I remember
shoot
when there
him
was a guy.
just like the
I
same-
remember this is a true story. It was when I was in L.A. This is about 15 years ago. Some guy tried to rob a van at a gas station. It was a judo team. There wasn't much left of the guy when they found him.
Well, I get
Yeah,
that.
he didn't
but
know.
he's-
He picked the wrong van.
If a guy comes in with a gun,
It doesn't
with
matter. He had a gun.
assault weapon. He's going to open up, and
He's not going to get many shots.
you
off.
and your Spartans team not going to do shit about it. I mean,
How many people did he shoot? I mean, he didn't have.
How many did he take
9
down?
people killed, 9
No, yeah,
people
it
injured.
was
I don't know
more-
how many.
It was more than that.
Said 9 this morning.
I thought it was 10 yesterday.
That's better. One of them got better.
Oh, good.
I guess.
Good.
I hope.
All right. Well,
As I saw 9.
well, I think the point
The
about
guy went on
this
a
is-
rampage, and you can't count on the
all right,
police.
fuck your judo. All right, get the judo out of here. I just want to ask you this
Yes.
though.
Okay.
What do we do with these guns? What do
It's
we
not the guns' problem, damn it. It is not the
Oh,
guns.
for the love of God! Everyone's got a fucking gun now. Everyone's
Who
getting.
cares?
A gun.
I don't care if you've
How
got a
did this-
gun.
How did this 20-year-old get a gun?
Anybody can get a gun.
Something's got to
You
be
can't
done.
do it. You can't. It's like Ochoman, okay? It's like
I don't
it's
know.
like drugs. It's like drugs. Yeah, what we keep saying that too. What are we going to do about drugs? It's not the drugs. It's the society that uses the drugs. You can't get rid of the drugs. You can make them illegal. You can make all kinds of penalties for it, but people are not going to stop using drugs. Same thing with guns. If this guy wants to kill people,
Can't we make it a little bit more difficult for them to get a hold of these
this
guns?
happened in Oregon. That's a blue state, buddy. They have some of the most stringent gun laws in this country.
Well, I'm
You can't do
saying
anything, but you can't do it.
We have to put some sort.
You know
of,
what you do?
Some sort of more law
You can't.
involved in this.
You can't because listen, I don't have a problem with if you rob a guy and you use a gun, instant 10 years, no probation, okay, no parole, no
Right.
problem. Now that way you may deter people from robbing each other, but you can't deter some crazy fucking kid who decides I'm going to kill everybody in this college and myself with them. You can't do it because he's going to get a gun, he's going to go crazy, and he doesn't care. He's out of his mind. You can't deter like these Muslims. How are you going to stop these Muslims from blowing themselves up? You can't because they think they're going to get 72 virgins in heaven. How are you going to fight that?
You know what? What gets me on that?
Plenty of things. I got several quibbles with that. But what about
I
yeah?
gotta
What do you
ask
have?
you. I
Yes.
don't know if you know
Yes.
the Islam ways or not, but well, I just want to ask you, what happens to the women that are in this planet right now? I mean, what do
They don't get anything.
Why the fuck do you get into this
they get
religion
bogats.
if you're not getting anything?
Well, that's Sharia law. The woman's like a dog. It's your dog, your camel, and then your wife.
If you're a woman, though, don't you want
Woman gets nothing.
something? Yeah, what the
That's
fuck?
tough shit.
Your husband dies. Oh, he's gonna get 72
Yeah, I think
virgins.
that's in the Quran or the Talmud or something. Thank God I wasn't born a woman. That's the first thing they put in there.
And these chicks.
You're a woman.
Yeah, I mean, why would they fucking get into this?
These gals are going from United States, England.
Yeah,
they
all
want to join
over.
ISIS.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh,
I watched.
I want you to join ISIS
go ahead.
now.
Please, go.
Russia's just waiting for you now, baby. No more of these pussyfooting around with Turkey
Well, wait a
and
minute.
NATO.
We'll get to that. Let's stay.
Yeah.
Let's stay
Yeah,
grounded
let's
here.
stay
Chris, you have an
grounded.
opinion on this Oregon shooting?
I mean,
Yeah, let's hear it, buddy.
What was the name of that place? Umpqua Community College. What kind of name is
just-
that?
it's
So
just
fucking what?
sad.
What, you gonna kill people because you don't like the college name?
It's an odd name. Umpqua? Is that what was? Isn't that the name of the
That's
college?
what it's called. I really
we don't-
haven't
we
read
don't
a whole
know.
lot about it.
Anybody that's
I'm
gone there,
getting
send
depressed.
us an email.
I'm getting depressed.
You're getting depressed.
It's
over
not
it.
that it happens, and there's nothing. The
No,
depressing
I
thing. Here's the thing. I think this contributes to it, and this is where Hollywood is so hypocritical. They're always out against this. They're all for gun control. What does Hollywood put out every goddamn week? Somebody's shooting. You know what is it? Every guns and shooting, and it's like every hero's got to mow down who knows how many people, and all their video games, all they are shooting. And I think they're kind of cheapening life. I think they really do. These kids.
Well, you got
have
a
no
great
conception.
point there.
Well, that's the problem, not the guns.
If you're talking guns, then what you ought to do is look in your own backyard
That's right.
with all the video games that you
Sure,
get
it's all
points.
violence.
You get points for killing
Exactly.
a postal man. And
What do you think that says to young kids?
Right. You got a good point, and it's a 20-year-old that's probably loves shit like that anyway.
Yeah.
I'd love to go in his house to find out what he does.
Well, there's another. They saw a tweet he had, and then there's something else they have to do. He saw basically what it said was he was talking about these other people that like that. What's his name, Cho or whatever, that killed all the people at Virginia Tech and some other people. And it's like one day he's a nobody, and the next day everybody in the world knows his name. So it's this
the
celebrity.
glorification?
Yeah. And you gotta-
Unbelievable.
So now I think they're moving toward not giving the guy's name out and stuff.
Fuck him. Yeah.
Well, I know, but I don't know how much that's going to help. It might help. It might not be a bad policy. Not
I
to
wonder.
tell anybody who it is.
I wonder. And you know what? I'll give this a 2-to-1 odds that if Nick was here, he'd say that never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
real.
I
Yeah,
thought we
it
were-
was-
Oh, he was. No. I'm not ripping
no,
on him.
I'm
That's
not either.
that's
No,
what he would
he-
probably say. Something like that.
Yeah.
because the likelihood is there was some operation in the vicinity at the
the
same
government
time.
had
The government
something to
was doing
do
some
with
sort
it.
of
There was
training
a,
operation.
Yeah, so it was some sort of cabal between Walmart, the CIA,
No,
and Big Pharma.
I'm saying, but there's people that go that route, and I don't understand that. I
Go
can't
what
figure
route?
that shit
They
out.
don't believe it? They don't
Yeah,
believe
don't believe in-
I don't know. Nick's the only guy I've met that doesn't believe that happened.
Well,
I mean, how can you
there's-
fake? How can you
there's
fake
a
that?
lot more.
There's a bunch of them out there. I've
Now he
read a
may
bunch
say
of
that
stuff.
that was some kind of government. That was some sort of clandestine government.
Yeah, well, that's what
operation.
it is. And like he says,
Not that it didn't happen.
You
but
know, to stick up for Nick, he says that if you look at all these like school shootings, that almost exactly the same time that the school shootings are happening, there is an FBI,
Yeah.
like agent training thing that's going on just
Right, some
coincidentally
sort of-
right up the road.
Yeah, some sort of
So-
covert activity.
So that's what it all
So I don't want to
stems
put
from.
more.
The
wait
one
till
thing,
he gets back. Let him say.
No,
it.
I'm not ripping on Nick, but that's what probably Nick would have probably come out and said something like that. And one thing that I still stand for is that plane wreckage that he brings up, that everyone
buy
talks
that.
about
I
that.
don't buy that
I
stuff.
just don't know. I just don't understand how not one piece of the fucking plane is visible when that thing hits the ground in Pennsylvania. During that 9/11.
Well, I'll have to look it-
just
I'll look it
weird.
up. I'll
Yeah,
read it.
please do.
Yes,
I'm really confused about that one.
I don't think. See, the thing I think Nick's where he's faulty is he thinks our government has that kind of brains and B secrecy. I don't think they have either one.
I think though Nick says
They're not
it's
that
not
smart.
just the government. It's like a new world order. It's
Well,
like
I don't-
something even bigger than the government that controls all these governments.
Well, to tell you the truth, though, in this society, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
you need all that. I mean, this country is so narcotized anyway. Look, everybody's on Prozac or whatever, some kind of drug.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are on their social media. They're all hypnotized. You don't. I don't even think you need it. They're
Right.
all sheep anyway.
No, you got a great point. And social
You have to
media,
kill people. People are already sheep.
Social media also they give you that sheep followers.
Of course
you know,
it is. You're one of the herd.
Yeah, exactly. They
Okay,
can.
yeah.
Like right now. Again, I'm going to bring it up. You got CNN and you got Fox right now that are saying Russia is bombing innocent people in Syria. That you never heard this shit before. All of a sudden, CNN and Fox are now saying Russia is bombing all these innocent people in Syria. Fuck you.
Well, they're
Fuck
supposed to
you.
be
right
bombing,
now.
supposedly
Right now,
ISIS,
there's
right?
things being taken care of in Syria that we have not taken care of, that the world hasn't taken care of, and Russia is in there taking care of business. So go fuck yourself, CNN and Fox. You didn't give a shit before. Now all of a sudden, these poor people are getting bombed by Russia. What do you want us to do, huh? Go screw yourself.
I'm not sure exactly what your point is.
My point is how the media can translate to something that they want you to believe in. They want
course,
the CNN and Fox want you to think now that
you think it's
Russia.
just them? You don't think it's NBC, ABC? What did they say?
Well, I'm
They
just
didn't say
saying
that
these
either.
are the two big networks that like to
nobody
get wars
watches
started. These guys are the ones that always stir shit up. But right now, Russia is taking care of business, and God bless them. Let them
Well, I think the
clean up
problem
on
is-
that
I think-
shit.
I think the problem is that, the first problem is they're not bombing ISIS, as they say. They're bombing the rebels because they're
The
on
rebels
Assad's
are
side.
ISIS too. All right,
No, they're not.
the
Of course-
rebels
of
are
course not.
ISIS
That's
too.
not true.
They
That's
got a
not
lot
true.
of affiliation with the ISIS. Okay.
Well, first of all, there are so many different sects out there. You don't know who the hell is who. Okay, right? But we do
I'm
know.
all for the Syrian government to clean up that shit. And
Are you
get-
for Assad? You
Oh,
like Assad?
I'm for Assad.
Well, then
yeah.
you like the Russians, then, because
Yeah.
Putin's. But I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you're our wonderful leader. He's how many times he said Assad's got to go?
Well, that's bullshit.
Well-
That's total bullshit. He's the only one that can control Syria from going downhill. Look what happened in Egypt when
what
that
happened in
brotherhood.
Libya.
Egypt. Let's go with Egypt
All
right
right.
now. When that brotherhood got to be in power, everything was going to hell. The generals of Egypt came in and said, "Hey, this shit's got to stop." They ousted that president. What was his name?
Well, I think his name was Sisi.
No, that
Well, he was the good guy. He was the good guy. Mubarak was in there.
No, I know. But
Now it's
who-
Morsi.
Morsi was the prick that was part of the Brotherhood, and they got rid of him, and now Egypt is stable again.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, look at Libya.
Libya's completely chaos. It's
That's
like
us.
It's
We
like
did that.
Yeah, it's like the movie Escape from New York.
Well, I don't have. Well, I see. I see your point, and I don't necessarily disagree with you, because the theory now is it's better to have a dictator in there with an iron grip on people. But then again, the guy's killed 150,000 people. So what do you? I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know what to do. I agree. Stay the fuck out of it.
Right.
But I don't know if you can let the Russians come in and just bomb the shit out of people.
No,
either.
no, I really think that
I don't know.
Russia's
Let them
got,
stay out of it, too.
No, I think Russia's got to take care of his friend
Russia wants a pipeline. That's all they want.
Russia wants
Russia.
to take care of the Christian
Oh,
people
are you
there.
kidding? You think that's what Putin's
and,
about?
Assad is a longtime Russian ally.
Right, I agree.
Long
But
time
they don't
Russian
care
ally.
about the credit. They want the oil.
Do you think
it's all about oil?
Do you
they want
think at
pipeline.
one time, if Israel was ever bombed, that America wouldn't get involved? Of course they would,
No,
and
not
that's
now
the
with
same
Obama as
thing.
president.
That's
No
the same
way.
thing that's happening
No
right now
way.
with Syria.
I think Putin could bomb Tel Aviv and Obama wouldn't do a damn
Oh,
thing.
bullshit.
I don't think he would.
That's so wrong. That's so
Well-
wrong. I mean, believe it or not,
And,
Israel.
where's Mr. Peacemaker? Wouldn't you agree with that?
He's not a peacemaker by any chance.
Who?
Obama. I'll tell you that.
No, he's a coward.
Him and McCain have really stirred shit
Well,
up.
I don't like
over there.
McCain either.
He's a.
I
he's a
agree.
douchebag,
I'm
too.
just saying, stay the hell out of it. But I don't think you can let the Russians just do whatever the hell they want either. Let them stay out of
you
it
know
too.
What? Going back to our view on presidents.
Uh-oh.
I don't think my guy's gonna win this. I really want him to, but I don't think he's got a shot. But
Ooh, cocksucker Sanders.
would you stop? Stop that.
I think you're wrong. I think the guy's got a good chance.
No, I
He's a good guy.
I hope, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I'll pay for your college. I'll pay for everything.
But if this dream team comes about with Biden and Warren together,
Dream team.
I think
Whose
I'm.
dream?
I think I'd be right on top of that. I love that team.
You'd be on top of Warren? Oh, that's an ugly
No,
bitch.
I don't.
Ugh.
I'd rather be on top of Biden.
Yeah, I think
than Warren.
Biden's better looking than Warren.
Yeah, but
Oh, you know who's the ugliest is Janet Yellen. Oh, what an ugly woman.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Fiona's not that cute either.
Who?
That Fiona?
Oh, she's compared to compared
I'd
to
rather fuck
Elizabeth
Trump than
Warren.
her.
Ugh.
Oh, Warren's got a nice attitude about her. I like her.
Hey, Sarah Palin's got a nice rack.
I like to see Palin in the penthouse spread.
she's
You know,
hot.
her
I
on top
watched-
of a moose or
I watched
something.
a porn movie and there was a dead. This gal was a spitting image of her.
Oh, you probably spanked away on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mugs, I let one go there.
yeah. I rub one off. See, yeah. Got a problem with that? Yeah.
No, not at all. Jimmy Carter was it was his birthday yesterday. God bless him. What a nice guy. I don't care what you say about him. He was a good guy.
He's an idiot.
He was a great guy. He was a nice guy.
Not worst president till Obama. Let's put it that. I'd say he's the worst, then Obama, then James Buchanan,
Are you
probably.
kidding me? Your fucking Bush was
I didn't
rodent.
say Bush was a
Bush was the
rodent.
worst fucking president that ever fucking take the White House. Ever to fucking lead a country. That was the moron right
We
there.
were doing a hell of a lot better with him in the White
Oh,
House. than we are
really?
now. Yes,
There were
absolutely.
fucking foreclosures left and right in my neighborhood. My property
That was Bush's fault.
My
Oh, it
property
was Bush's
levels
fault.
up again. Your stocks are up again. Shut up. Every fucking stat you
How
see
many
now.
times have I
every
gotta
stat you see now, everything's up. And you
Everything's
know,
up? Everything's up? Everything's
up.
down. What are you talking about? It's
Everything's
down.
up since Obama took over from Bush. Bush was a complete
How many
moron.
times have I got to tell you? That
Economic-
has nothing to do with him.
Why is it every time that something like that happens, he's got nothing to do with it?
I don't-
But if it was down, then you say, "Oh, look what's happened."
I wouldn't blame Obama if the stock market went down. I wouldn't blame him. When have I blamed him for the stock market or Bush for that matter or
Every
anybody?
time, I'm not
The
talking.
stock.
Just
Let me.
you. I'm
How many
talking
times we got to talk? Let me tell you something about economics again.
I know.
You got-
I don't want to hear that.
You
because
hold your
that's all
breath for
bullshit.
3 minutes, and I'm going to tell you about economics.
Yeah, I
suck
like
it
to
in.
hold my ear. I like to hold my ear for 3 minutes and listen to your shit. Oh,
I
fuck.
give you something to hold. Yeah,
You
rub
probably
the
spewed
wrinkles
all
in my
over it.
balls, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
All right.
the reason the stock market has gone up is because we have zero interest rates for like 8 years.
Uh-huh.
That's not good.
Okay.
That's why stocks go up.
Oh, okay.
They love low interest rates. It has nothing to do with Obama. That's the Fed.
Well,
the
I'm
Federal
just
Reserve.
saying everything's been up since the
Yeah,
guy's
well, if
taken
interest
power,
rates were
so,
11,
all right.
12% like they were when Carter was in office, what do you think the stock market would do? It'd be zero.
So you're thinking that maybe if we were on the path of Bush, we'd be
Don't
in great
bring up Bush. Bush had nothing to do with it. We're talking about
Everything
Obama.
was
7
down.
goddamn years the
Everything
guy's
was
been.
down. Everything was
No,
down.
it wasn't. I made a lot of money with Bush. Are you kidding? I've been in the stock market
Yeah,
since 1980s.
How did
I
you-
made good money with Bush.
How did you bet? How did you bet the stock on the decline? Because you do it at the crap table. You bet against the the
Sure,
people.
you can buy puts. Sure.
Yeah, that's what you probably.
I
did.
made a lot of money until 2008. Then everybody lost. That wasn't Bush's. That was Bush's fault because of 2008, the meltdown. That had nothing to do with him.
All I know is everything was down at that time.
You just hate Bush. That's all. If Nick were here, he wants to line him up against the wall like Lazar Nicholas and his family.
I don't. I think he should be tried as a war criminal.
What war? What?
Well, with Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should have hung him next to Hussein, huh?
No, Saddam should have hung him for attacking his country. He had no right attacking him.
Well, we attacked Libya. Do you have a problem with that?
I had a problem with that.
All right, then hang Obama next to him.
Well,
And,
we didn't need to attack anyone. We didn't. We had to find Bin Laden. Bin Laden was the fucker.
And we killed him, and the war's over. Everything's great.
But we had to find Bin
Why?
Laden. Bin Laden. We just had to hang him. We just had to get him. And now on top of that, we never even seen his death actually. So that's a little bizarre.
We'll have
too.
to talk to Nick about that.
That was we don't want to offend the Muslim people, so we're gonna throw them out in the middle of the ocean.
Well, we have a president that doesn't even want to say Muslim terrorists. He doesn't even admit what we're fighting, so
Yeah.
he doesn't want to offend anybody either. And that's what goes with this Oregon thing. We're worried about 9 people. Of course, it's a tragedy. It's terrible. But how many people?
horrible.
There are going to be
It's
20.
horrible.
There are going to be 20 people killed in Chicago this weekend. Nobody's going to say a damn word about it. Happens all the. And St. Louis now is #1 the murder capital. Do you see that?
They took that, huh?
Yeah, they took the
from
crown.
Who, Detroit.
I think Detroit. Yeah, Detroit's second. Although they say that's for cities over like 250,000, but if they were going like 100,000 or less, it'd probably be East St. Louis.
You know what though? I don't see that. I don't see St.
You
Louis
live in
as
Chesterfield.
being-
Of course you don't see it. You got a swimming pool in your backyard.
All right, don't tell
That
people
happens where kids are playing around with fire hoses and fire
Yeah, but
hydrants.
I
That's
go
where
to
that
I go to
happens.
the city. I go to the city, and I don't see any of that shit. Not that I
It
want
happened
to
the other
look
day.
for
The
it.
guy got shot walking away from the ball game. Did you see that, Chris?
Yeah. And
Guy was
he's-
walking home from the
He
ball
got
game.
shot from the ball game.
Yeah.
At the Cardinals game, he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
He's a
You're
veteran.
kidding.
Poor guy.
He was a veteran.
They
vet,
stuck him
yeah.
and his wife up. The gal gave him the purse, and they started running away, and the guy shot him anyway.
And he gave the purse.
Yeah, she gave the purse.
You motherfucker, you! How the hell could you do that?
Did they
to the
catch that guy?
I thought they said they had a lead, but they didn't have him.
Yeah, they
yet.
got him
Last
yet.
I
Oh my
heard.
god!
Yeah, okay,
man.
so there
the
you
guy
go.
goes to a ball game with his wife, and he gets
Shot in the back.
paralyzed. That's crazy, man.
Well, that's what we're talking about. St. Louis is dangerous in broad daylight at a ball game.
fucking believable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't tell me it's not. That's a dangerous city. Who the hell wants to go downtown? You never know what's going to happen.
No, obviously,
I just don't say. I don't think you can blame that on the gun. You blame that on the son of a bitch who's got the. Now you catch that guy, capital punishment. I don't have a problem with killing him.
You know what? I don't either.
I don't
either.
I don't.
And
that's what you wanna
I
talk
guess
about. What are you
I'm
gonna do about it?
I
That's
guess
what
I'm
you
a
do.
moderate Democrat on that because I just don't think that shit is terrible. We cannot live with people
Well-
like this, and I don't want to support this guy 30, 40 years in jail.
Right. Well,
and
there you
have
just
him
then
give
you
him
just answered your own
education.
question.
Fuck
You give him
him
a speedy, fair trial if he's guilty. Which with DNA evidence and everything now, you can't even. You're not going to
you
screw it
can't-
up.
yeah, look, and you know what they'll do? They'll turn around and say Black Lives Matter and
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
this,
right.
and then you're fucked on that too.
Okay. And you're-
Anyone that does anything, being white, black, yellow, it doesn't matter to me. If you're doing something wrong, you need to get punished for it. Now, I don't want to say. I don't want to hear it from
Yeah, but
you
let's-
saying.
right.
This is what they do. They say, "Well, because where I'm from." This is what it led to this and bullshit. You know what? There are a
Well-
lot of poor people that come to this country and make something out of their lives, like my parents
Hey,
did.
listen. During the
They
Depression,
not one time did they say you owe me.
during the Depression in the 30s, people were starving to death, literally in this country. Okay, this country was an upheaval. The crime rate was very low, very low. So you tell me, people had it good. People had it horrible then. They have it good now, comparatively,
Right.
because they were literally starving to death. They didn't go and kill people and rob them, and we didn't have that. We didn't have
nowadays,
It's a different.
Armand,
It's a totally
I
different.
really think nowadays everyone wants to blame someone else for
Right,
their
no, it's
fucking.
true. That's because
for
of this
their
liberal
shit in their
bullshit.
life.
There's your liberalism. Because some stupid, pansy, effete sociologist is going to say
and he
he
didn't mean that as faggot. He meant that
Right.
as
right.
just
He,
a
he
little
may or may
prick,
not
yeah.
suck dick. But yes, I'm just saying that
Why
as
can't you just keep the homosexuals
Yeah.
out of it? He didn't mean that, folks. Go ahead.
I'm saying he's effeminate and effete.
Yeah. Okay. Great. You just lost a couple more people.
Right. That means he has 2 feet.
Yeah.
But it's a podiatry term. So anyway, but they're going to give you all these, all these studies that say it's all because of poverty and we don't have enough jobs and we don't give them enough money, et cetera, and that's a bunch of horse shit. We all know that, but you can't say it because it's politically incorrect.
Yeah.
When things were much worse and people were not killing each other, robbing each other. Now the drug problem does have a lot to do with it too. I think a lot of it's drugs.
And I also seen these cops holding this guy down. And this guy was trying to really move, and I don't know. It was on social media. He was
Stay away from that, will you?
He was a black guy, and some lady in the stands in the show says those cops are Ku Klux Klan cops that are
Was it
doing
a
this.
black man being held down by white
Yeah,
cops?
and I don't buy that either. I mean, for love of God, the cops are doing everything they possibly can. Of course, you got bad cops, but most of them, 90% of them, are trying to do their job
More
and trying
than that,
to.
95, 90. But, hey, I saw Serpico today. Have you ever ssee Serpico?
Was that a movie with
Yeah,
the
Al Pacino.
island?
Al Pacino.
Oh, I thought it was with Dustin Hoffman. An island. What was that? It was an island, a prison island, and Dustin Hoffman was trying to get off of it. And
You're not even close.
what was that movie? though?
Serpico. I don't know what he's talking.
Oh,
Chris,
fuck
Chris,
you.
look it up. Will you?
Hold on, here we go.
Okay.
It was a Dustin Hoffman
All right,
movie.
listen,
I
go-
can't believe he doesn't know that one.
don't know.
I really
Dustin
can't.
Hoffman on an island.
On an island, and he's trying to get out. He's been trying to escape out of this English prison from this island for longest. There it is.
Papillon. Oh, okay.
Papillon.
That's Steve McQueen.
Well, that was Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman wasn't trying to escape. Steve McQueen was trying to escape.
Dustin Hoffman was part of it too, but he hurt his leg and he was old and he just couldn't do it
Wasn't
anymore.
old. He hurt his leg. And
All right. Well, there you go. Downplay that.
that was a great
too.
movie. That was a great movie.
Thank you.
Written by the great Dalton Trumbo.
Okay, go on with your.
Well, just with friends. Have you seen the movie? Obviously not.
No, I haven't.
It was about a cop that because there's a lot of corruption in the New York police, NYPD,
Right.
and he tried to uncover it, and of course he was vilified by his fellow officers.
that's
That's just a good movie. I know you're a big Al Pacino fan, and I've thought
I love Al
it was a good.
Pacino,
Well,
yeah.
then you should watch it because it's a very good performance.
That was the 70s, wasn't it?
73.
73. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I did see that at one time.
And it was directed by Sidney Lumet.
I remember
Great-
him
great
wearing
director.
that long raincoat. It was a brown raincoat.
What's your favorite Al Pacino? I guess
Al Pacino?
Son of a Woman. I guess.
No, Send a Woman was good, but I think my favorite was Scarface.
Oh, really?
Scarface.
Hey,
was,
you're going to see a couple of guys. You know who was in this movie? Speaking of Scarface, who was in Serpico, one of the other cops.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy that was Seidelbaum. Remember? Fuck you, Seidelbaum.
Which
You
one
won't waste
was
my
that?
time, waste my fucking time.
Oh,
remember that?
really?
The guy
Yeah,
is, look up there. See that?
Yeah.
You know, the camera.
Yeah,
Remember? He was the
yeah.
guy. He was in this movie. He's one of the cops. Yeah.
I've seen him before with the Al Pacino
Yeah,
movie as
yeah. Mm-hmm.
well. Yeah, I think they get along pretty good.
Probably. I was just thinking maybe they're buddies or something. He got him that part. 'cause-
Get him that part.
yeah.
Get him that part.
Yeah.
So.
Seidelbaum.
Hey, let's take a little breather here. Let's find our commercials out
Hey,
there.
can you hold your breath the whole time?
I'll try.
2.5 minutes.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, I got to tell you guys out there right now. I got a little. I don't know. I put $100 together, a couple $100 together for this DraftKings.com, and it was fabulous. I had such a good time the first day I played it. I played a couple guys on a $20 table and so forth. And next thing you know, I'm up already $80 on it. It's not much right now, but I tell you, it's fun. I don't have to wait a whole year to play fantasy football with my partners. I could play with them just sitting down playing at DraftKings.com. It's a great site. Get out there. If you're going to be playing any fantasy football, basketball, baseball, they got it all. DraftKings, you can't go wrong with it. We are back, my friends.
All right, we've been very serious today.
Yes, we
let's
have.
That's
lighten
good.
up.
That's good. You know what? We're having a great show here, and
Oh, really?
Social welfare. For
well,
the
here,
Ochoman.
I got to tell you guys, every
The
time
social
I sit
contract.
down here, though,
Yeah.
I'm always thinking, and let me give Nick his time or whatever. I'm just rolling today. I'm just
Well, yeah,
rolling.
but Nick talks about ghosts and ghouls and things like that, and it's just
Don't fucking with ghosts, goddammit! I'm telling
Oh,
you,
you and
they're
your
out there.
ghosts. Oh, there's no
you're
such
gonna
thing.
you're
There's
gonna
no
shit
such
and
thing.
piss whenever what's his name here, our producer Chris, takes us somewhere. You're gonna get all freaked out. I know you.
Can we go to the Queen Mary? That's haunted.
Queen Mary, where's that at?
Long Beach. You lived in L.A.
Yeah, I've actually been on this.
That's where everybody goes on Halloween. They go to the Queen Mary.
I never went there. I don't even know what that is. I swear
It's
to
a
God.
boat.
Well, I never been there. It's
It's haunted.
Really?
It's in Long Beach Harbor. Yes.
Well,
It's
if
an ocean
everyone
liner.
goes there, it can't be that haunted. I mean, that ghost is probably
Yeah,
all
it's like
pissed
Yogi
off.
Berra said. And Yogi died. Damn it, Yogi was a good guy from St.
Yogi
Louis.
was a good guy.
St. Louis kid from the hill.
Yogi Berra. But you know what? He lived a good life. How long?
Yeah. You know what he said though? He said, "You like that restaurant?" They asked him. He goes, "Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded." Remember that? That's a yogiism.
That's
That's good. That's good
That's
stuff.
probably it right there. I mean, a ghost is like, fuck, I got to freak all these people out here 24/7. Get the fuck out of here. I'm
Well, you know what
thinking around.
Yogi said? He says, I never said a lot of the things I said.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
There you go
Yogi
on
said
that, too.
But the thing I read about it, he and Joe Gargiola came up in the they're both
Is
from the Hill.
Gargiola still
Yeah, he's
alive?
still around.
Oh, God bless
They
him.
came from the Hill. Well, they were both drafted by the Cardinals, right?
Right.
Well, I think Branch Rickey at the time, I think it was the early 40s, he knew Barrow was a better player. But I think he kind of fucked the Cardinals over because he knew he was going to go to Brooklyn Dodgers. Mm-hmm. And he told him, get Gargiola instead of Yogi Berra. And we got Gargiola, draft him. But he got screwed too because I think the Yankees took Yogi Berra first. But he wanted Brooklyn to get him because he knew he was going to Brooklyn.
Wow.
So he kind of gave the old switcheroo on us.
Is there any of those old Yanks still around? I think they're all.
Boy.
They've all passed now, haven't they?
Well, how old? Yeah, boy, Yogi must be.
Yogi
I'm
had
not
to
sure
be
if
the
Whitey
last
Ford's
one.
dead. I don't know about Whitey Ford. He might be around.
Well, if you guys know Whitey Ford, if
Who were
he's
the
still
three?
around.
Who were the three chiefs? Was it
Well, you
the
had
Indian
the-
guys? Allie Reynolds, Whitey Ford, and there was another one. The Yankees pitchers. They called them like the three chiefs or something like that.
You would know that. Fuck, I don't know that.
I'm not a big Yankees fan, but
Oh,
Whitey
that-
Ford, Allie Reynolds.
That's a trivia question. You should know it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Pathco, or is it Pasco?
Who the fuck knows? But I'm talking about the DiMaggio's.
No, he's dead.
the
Mickey Mantle's dead.
Mantle. I think
Roger Maris is dead.
Yeah.
God, who else? Bill Dickey's dead.
the second baseman that was.
In fact, Yogi Berra, they retired the number 8 because Yogi Berra, the guy that really was his inspiration, was Bill Dickey,
Wow.
who really was like his mentor, and then
Right.
he took over for him. So they retired number 8, and it's for both of them
Oh, all right.
because that was Bill Dickey's number
I
too.
did not know that. I
Remember the movie Pride of the Yankees? Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
Remember,
That was a good
remember,
movie.
remember the guy said that pitcher said, "I gotta watch first. I gotta pitch and watch first base too. The old man can't move." Is that true? The guy slugged him.
Yeah.
That was Bill Dickey.
Yeah,
And
wow.
the real Bill Dickey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think it's time.
Hey, you got to watch that movie and tear up when he says, "I'm the."
Well, I'll watch
yesterday.
I'll watch it. You know,
today.
before I get to my picks, is there any movie out there that you've been watching?
I saw Martian. I saw The Martian.
Is it
How
good?
was that? How was that? Because
It's long,
Now,
but it's not bad.
okay, good. Because I know you over critique movies and so forth.
It could have been about half an hour. I'll give you the problem I have as a writer. It's
Yeah.
based on a novel. I could tell the writer wanted to keep just about everything he could about the novel, so it's about 40 minutes too long. But it's very exciting at the end.
Cool.
And it's good. It's
All
good,
right,
but
excellent.
It's very long.
I really want to see that one movie, Chris. That one movie called Black Mass.
Black Mass.
Yeah, I wanna see
brought
that,
this
too.
up the
I
first
think
time, if you remember, on this show a
You
few months
did,
ago.
you did, and you know what? When you told me that, I had to look into
Hey,
it.
get us a theater. We'll do a special remote.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll clear out
Yeah,
house
he can
for us.
Chris can do anything.
Got a private show here.
Yeah, if we want some stupid fart sound effect, he can do it. But we got to get a theater. Forget it.
Yeah, we
some
are.
producer.
Well,
You're not exactly David O. Selznick, are you, Chris?
No.
I don't even know who the fuck he is.
He's the guy that produced Gone with the Wind.
Oh, okay. Gone with the Wind. Fucking 80-year-old movie, and he's supposed to know that.
David O. Selznick.
Anyway, hey, give me my little music for
What,
this
already?
play here. No, we'll go back to our show, but I'm
Yeah,
at
I'm not
47.
right. I want to talk some more about gun control
All
and
right,
global
all
warming.
right. Let me get my
You can get a
picks
word
here.
in edgewise here with Nick around.
Get ready. Get set. It's time for the Ochoman's Big Picks of the Day.
My friends, I got my picks for you for this weekend. And remember, if you're out there and you're going to play some fantasy football, be sure to play DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com.
It's fun, man. I've never been to fantasy, but it's
It really
fun.
is fun. And what were you going to say real quick?
Oh, I was going to say, how many picks do you have? Because,
I got 3 picks today, Armand, and I got 2. I got 2 that are
because I hate it when you
college.
dilute. You're like, yeah, last week you had a really great, your big pick was great.
I came through with my
Yeah.
that was my big pick.
I
And
know. So these guys, they might be parlaying and fucking themselves. So
well,
take it easy.
I told
the big
them,
pick, pound it.
I told them that was my big pick, and then
Well, that's
I made
what I
the
said.
other
Should they
ones
pound
too.
that one? And
Well, these are 3-star plays,
okay,
and
what's
with
the
a
big one?
2-star play
What's
here.
the big one?
You know what? I'm going right back to Northern Illinois.
Again?
Northern
Wow.
Illinois, and I've been following this team,
Man.
and once again, they travel
Okay.
to Central Michigan this time.
There's a
now,
line on that game?
There's a line on this one, my friends, and this one right here is -3 on the road. Northern Illinois, they needed this game. They're playing the Chippewas of Central Michigan.
That's right.
They just played back-to-back with Ohio State and Boston College, both real tight games. They gave it everything they had. Watch what they do to the Chippewas here. I don't see the Chippewas.
Chippewas.
There might be some
How about
scalping
the
here, my
University of
friend.
California Irvine Anteaters? Do they ever play them? That's a great name, huh?
They're called the Anteaters?
The Anteaters.
I don't
yes.
know the
And
fucking
then
Anteaters.
well, you know who? What's the name? Santa Cruz is called. the Banana Slugs.
Oh, fuck me. I did not
What
know
a
that.
name, yes.
Yeah, but I'm
Great
going
name.
with...
It's also what I'm known as.
Hey, remember Pulp Fiction?
In my social circle.
Remember Pulp Fiction? Of
I
course,
do,
you
of
saw.
course. I
Remember
loved
this T-shirt he gave him to wear when they look like dorks.
Yeah.
He's wearing a University
Yes.
of California, Santa Cruz
Yeah.
Banana Slugs
I
T-shirt.
did not know that. That's
Check it
fucking
out.
cool.
Yes.
But that is my big 3-star Northern Illinois play here against Central
So
Michigan.
lay the 3 points.
Lay the 3
How about
points.
should you take it on the money line and just lay a little bit more?
Well, I don't know what the
Money line's
line's
probably about
going to be.
120, 130, maybe a little
No,
bit.
maybe more than that.
150?
Probably 250 on this one.
Really? For
Yeah.
a 3-point game?
It varies on the money line to the point
Okay.
spread. So Northern Illinois is the big 3-star play. My 2-star play for this week in the NCAA is Georgia at home against Alabama. Alabama, my friends, they are not together right now.
Did they play last week? I saw them get walloped by.
They are not playing
LSU.
good, Armand. They're not. They just. Their,
Mississippi beat 'em,
their
right?
QB's not. He can't get his shit together. Their wideouts aren't doing the job. Georgia -2 at home. I love this
Wow,
game.
Georgia's laying points?
Just 2 points. Just
Jeez.
2 points at home. I think Georgia.
What's Georgia ranked?
clobbers them right now.
I agree with that.
What's Georgia ranked? Are they in the top 10?
What, you didn't agree with my Northern Illinois?
I do, but I really agree with the
Yeah, because Chris
I'm just
is a
excited for this
SEC
game.
guy.
I
Yeah.
love SEC.
Uh-oh.
It's a good.
I don't
It's
know.
a good.
Chris doesn't seem
SEC.
too bright. I don't know.
Well, that's true.
I'm
also.
not sure. Now, I go with you, but if Chris agrees,
Go
but
fuck
I really
yourself.
want
He
to
loves
take it
this
easy
one,
on
too.
that one. Go with Northern. Take the Northern game.
Georgia -2. I'm all over Georgia on this one.
What do they
And-
rank? Are they in the top 10?
Georgia?
Yeah.
They're in top 10.
Have
Yeah,
they,
I
who
think
they
they're
beaten?
I think
seven-
they're
they've
in,
beaten everybody. They've
I
beaten,
think they're
Anybody
5 or
good?
6.
Yeah.
They're up
Oh,
there. They're up
okay.
there.
yeah, they beat who they'll beat South Carolina,
okay.
Vanderbilt, which that's
Vanderbilt.
Vandy?
Why is Vanderbilt?
The Commodores.
I'm not even talking about
I was
betting.
reading
it.
their wins. Yeah, I don't know.
Why is Vanderbilt on the road to Middle Tennessee State? It's an embarrassment for an
It
SEC
is.
team to go on the road to Middle Tennessee State.
And lose- and lose
Middle
probably.
and you invite Middle Tennessee State to play.
What are they, the Sun Conference or something? Is that what they're called?
Fucking
Yeah,
schlep rocks.
Sunbelt.
Sunbelt, that's right.
And Vanderbilt is making our. Why can't we trade?
Hey, a
them?
lot of pretty
We
girls
will-
go to Vanderbilt.
We will not
That's
get
a
rid
great,
of.
That's
we
a
will
great
not get.
university.
I'm telling you, the SEC will not get rid of Vanderbilt because of baseball.
Well, in the academics, yeah.
Baseball is in the academics, of course, is going to
Yeah.
get the.
I'm going to
grades
be in
up there.
Vanderbilt in 3 weeks to watch the Mizzou game.
Really? Well, I think we'll kill him. Anyway, our NFL play. I got an NFL play for you guys
good.
out
It's about
there. This is
time.
a 3-star NFL play that the Ochoman is all over, and this is a game that you can go to on DraftKings and play. One of these guys on their quarterback Taylor. Dun, 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 dun. I
Can
love
it, will
Taylor.
ya?
I love this quarterback, and I think he's going to open up on the Giants' defense. I look at Eli. He's going to be panicking. He's going to be running around left and right
It's
here.
going to be like Umpqua Community College.
He's rumbling, stumbling, and he's not going to get the job done here, my friends. And we're looking at Buffalo to win this one, 38-20. Lay the 5 points at home. Buffalo takes care of business.
All right.
That's my picks
Did
here.
you see that game last night? I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was.
Which one?
That overtime
The
game.
overtime.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
I liked it. And what a stupid fucking calls Tomlin's making out there. I mean, this
Well-
guy ought to go to Riverboat and start betting.
What did he do?
If he's
See,
that
I fell
scared-
asleep at halftime. I just can't stay awake anymore.
4th and 2, 4th and 1.
What, give me the situation because I was asleep.
Well, it was a
I don't know what you're
50-yard
talking about.
He's
50-yard
scared to
field
death.
goal.
He's scared to
What, at
death
the end
of
of the
his
game?
kicker. He's scared of his kicker.
At the end of the
He's
game?
scared of a kicker. If you're
So they
scared of a
could've-
kicker, then get rid of the
Then
kicker.
get a new fucking kicker. There's a lot of kickers out there that can
50-yard
make that in
kicker,
their sleep.
50-yard you
All
can
right,
do.
so there's a fourth quarter. Is this?
Yeah.
the end of the game?
And he goes for it.
Oh, he goes for on fourth.
And
From
Vic-
what yard
Vic,
line?
Vic throws it over the guy's head. He didn't even have to. He didn't even have to pass it. I would have run it
Yeah.
4th and 1, and
Fourth and one, they passed.
he passed it. So
Boy,
he
Well,
deserves
is
to
that,
lose.
Is that
Pittsburgh
the coach
loses.
or is that the offensive
No,
coordinator's
that's
call?
Tomlin's call.
Hey, listen, we don't want to bring up for my money, the stupidest call of all time, which was last year at the Super Bowl again. But you're gonna have to go a ways to convince me that there's ever been a worse call in the history of football than that call. It was the biggest boner ever pulled. Yeah, we had a little emergency there.
Oh, I had to go to the bathroom.
Jesus
I
Christ!
had to let it
Now, I've
out.
heard of urgent. I mean,
Dude, I have this intestinal problem.
I know. I'm just talking to Chris
about
about it. I mean, I've heard of guys having urgency because you BHP or something, but I've never
Look,
you were almost gonna.
we're not checking the water level on anything on this one. I'm telling
Well,
you.
how did it turn out? Was it was it drippy or what? Green?
I'm not going to talk to you about my fucking shit.
I want to find out. I mean,
I'll tell you off the air. What do you want to know about my shit color?
Bring
for
me
a
a stool sample.
You don't need to
I'll make
worry
my
about it.
diagnosis.
I got it. Thank
Give
you.
you an upper GI.
Hey,
listen, I got a pick
I don't
today
need
too.
any GI.
I got to pick a stock pick.
Oh, we got a stock
here we
pick
go.
here.
VRX, Valiant Pharmaceutical.
No.
Really?
You
Tell us
betcha.
about it.
It's gotten walloped. It was a 200. Well, believe me, I've had this stock for years. I bought it. I believe it was about 60. It went up to 115. I thought I was a genius. I unloaded it, made a few grand. It went up to about 240. And lately, there's just been a government probe into them doing some price gouging on some of their drugs. So it went down to about 160. Now it's about 170 today, 167, something like that. Buy it.
Is
Buy
that
it.
the one, Armand, that I seen on with their CEO? He was selling.
No, that's a different guy. Yeah,
he was selling one that
Right,
was
they-
for $7,
Exactly,
and then
right,
you
right. He
converted
took
it
right,
to $300
exactly.
a pill.
Well, it was more than that. No, it was like 5,000 a pill or something. Or yeah, he
You're a
jacked it up.
fucking animal, dude, for doing that to someone. You know that's
Yeah, but they still say,
bullshit.
yeah, but here's the thing, though. You can say that's Bernie Sanders' attitude, but here's the way it goes. If you start telling these people what they can and can't charge for a pill, what you're going to get is no innovation. You're going to get any pills because it costs like $3 billion to bring a pill to the public.
Come on, man. You're telling me at one time you're selling a fucking pill for $7, and now it's went up to $5,000.
I'm not
That's
sure it was
not right.
$7. I'm not sure it was that cheap.
the
But
one
he
I
did
seen-
jack it up quite a bit.
The
Yeah.
one I seen, it was like $7, and it was converted to $315.
well, whatever.
And he put a little smirk on his face when
Yeah.
they approached him about it, and he's like, okay,
Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen?
Okay, I'll
Okay.
reduce it again, dicks.
Well, but here's the thing. See, that's spoken like a socialist. Now I'm a capitalist.
What the
Wait a
fuck
minute.
is
Hold
that?
it.
I can't
Hold. Will you
afford
let me?
a
Will you let me?
fucking $5,000
Will you let me make
pill.
my? That
How am I a socialist?
okay. All right. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Okay. This is what a free market does. Okay. He takes a pill that's $7. He makes it $500. Say $5,000. Whatever.
Yes.
It's a generic pill. It's lost its patent. Somebody who's not a fool is going to say, I can make that pill for $50 a pill and make a lot of money, and that's what's going to happen. Trust me.
Well,
It's
that's,
not-
It's no, that's
And they're going to make
not-
money, and that's what's
how-
going to
how
happen.
can
Now, a
people afford
socialist
that?
is going to say, fuck this guy and everybody in the pharmaceutical industry for doing this. All they do is gouge prices and screw Medicare and screw all our people, and they're killing us all. And that's a bunch of horse shit. They're saving us all, and what'll save even more people is a free market, because somebody is going to get in there and make the pill cheaper, and it's going to go back down. Trust me. The same thing happened. I'll give you a little story about podiatry, because everything comes back to podiatry. It's it's the medicine that's going to save mankind.
It's a fucking foot doctor. The fuck
We're the
cares?
saviors of civilization.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
whatever.
Well, anyway, when I started in podiatry, you've heard of the gout.
Yeah.
Thank your
God,
lucky stars
yeah.
if you've never had it. Okay, it's very painful.
Wait a minute, I had it.
Oh, you had the.
remember?
That's right. You have had the gout.
I
Okay.
had the foot gout.
Okay,
was
it's
unbelievable.
horrible,
Not
right?
taking any stars here.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it was painful. I tell you, I took a
How's
lot
your,
of
how's your
pain.
foot? Hey,
Yeah, I was hurting. I tell you.
I told your wife to take her somewhere that she's never been.
I don't want to hear you.
Took me to the
Bernie.
kitchen.
Fucking
So,
guy. I'm
anyway-
voting for you. I don't want to hear you downgrade it.
Downgrade what?
I don't want Bernie to take
Oh,
a,
no,
take
I'm
a
not,
shot at me
I'm
here.
not saying about Bernie. Listen, but there's a medication for the gout, okay, called colchicine. I used to prescribe it all the time. It was like a quarter a pill. So I never forget, a few years ago, I sent a patient, I got him 60 colchicine or whatever. You don't need that many, but I might have given it to you. I don't remember. And it's like, that prescription was $400. I said, for colchicine? Give me a break. It's a dime. It's 15 cents a pill. It always has. He goes, well, somebody took over and they made it, whatever. They have the monopoly on the pill and made it like $10 a pill.
Jesus Christ.
But since then, other people have got in because there's no patent on the pill. It's very easy to make, and it's gone back down again. That's what happens.
I think the pharmaceutical companies are so entrenched on just doing. They got so much lobbying. They control these. They control the fucking Parliament, not Parliament, Congress, and everything. I just think that someone's got to monitor these fuckers.
Monitor them for what?
You
They're saving
can't go
lives.
outrageous on that. You got to keep everything in line. You got to keep everything.
But it's
in
still
line
cheaper
there.
when you look at it. I don't care if you're paying like
Because
this.
these poor insurances are the ones that are having to dole this money out, and they're taking it out on us then. With these guys that are just regulating prices like anything they want, I think someone's got to come in. Why do they do the same thing to I guess like cable companies or radio stations or shit like that, you can't monopolize it. Why? How can you do something like that in the pharmaceutical
Well, you know
world?
it's a joke about cable companies. Why do you need? I mean, okay, I don't know how many stations you watch. We've got about 200
I got
stations.
380.
Okay, how many do you really watch?
5.
Right. Okay, I've got about 5 I watch too. You should just have to pay for the ones you watch. It's stupid.
Right.
Why do you need the Golf Channel and this channel, and Oxygen?
Here, check this out. I just said, hey, I want the red zone. That gives you like every touchdown play.
Right, yeah.
So they go, you get the multi-sports package now. And I go, I don't want to see Temple Owls taking on.
Yeah, right. And we don't want any Bangladeshi ping pong.
No,
we just want to watch football.
I just want to see my
touchdowns.
No, but you get more.
No,
than that.
you can't have that. Yeah. You can't see that, and that's a crock of shit.
Hey, did you guys see this fucking guy? Convicted Norwegian mass murderer Andres Breivik,
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Has threatened to go on the hunger strike until death over his deteriorating living conditions in what many would consider something of a resort of prison life. This guy's bitching about a resort he lives at. And I seen this prick's the way he lives. It's a nice life. And he's bitching. I hope you die. You die, you fucking bastard.
Hey, you want to live a nice life, go down to Guantanamo. You can play soccer, play tennis, you can play anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can hold your breath. You can do anything you want down there.
I don't want to talk about you with Guantanamo. Now you're saying that's okay, too.
What do you mean I'm saying it's okay? I'm saying it's an outrage. Those fuckers ought to be in a 4x4 cell with a toilet and a bed, and that's it.
I fucking agree, or let them go. Let them go to Syria, get bombed by the Russians.
Don't let them go. Shoot them.
That's what we're going to do.
You shoot them.
I like to take care of it. I like to take care of it.
They're terrorists and spies. They should be shot.
Yep, you're right. I agree with you there, too.
I say close Guantanamo and blow them all that way. Put them in the head. Give them one in the head.
All right, okay.
There you go. Case, problem solved.
I hope DraftKings likes that one.
Hey, listen, all right, here we go.
Yeah, okay. Let's let it go.
Are we being sponsored by DraftKings or Estee Lauder? What is it? Come on, don't be a pussy. They like man. There's a man show.
There's a man show.
That's
You're
right.
We're men.
Yeah. What do you think?
Did we give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Play the tune. Play the clip for him.
No, I don't need any tunes played. That's fine. All right, my friends. I think
everybody's going to be rich. We gave him picks. We gave him stocks.
Yeah, we gave him everything.
Send us money.
I gave him
profits.
NFL play. And you know what? Let's give a little shout out to Iplata.
Yeah, Iplata.com.
Well, let Chris put the plug in for that.
Yeah, so
that's his baby.
Yeah, you can also find it on Indiegogo. We would love any support, whether it's $1, $3, or
folks, we're getting a company started here, and you could go to Kickstarter. You could find us on
it's Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's an awesome service. You go on there, watch the video. You can learn all about it.
Indiegogo. How do you spell that?
INDIEGOGO.com.
And we're starting up a company, our big company here, and we'd love for you guys to get involved in it. $1 here, $2. It doesn't matter. Just get out there and help us out on this one. It's a big one for us.
And I'd like to make a personal farewell to John Boehner. Can't stand the prick.
Armand's as happy
Bye, orange face. You jackass.
All right.
You
okay, that
jackass.
He let that one go.
Jackass.
All right, from the Ochoman and the team here, Armand and Chris, we are out of here, my friends.
John Boehner. I hate that guy.
The Ocho Man, behind the 8 ball, only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes podcast store.